What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Crawford Chronicles on a Sunday. We got the Astros playing on national television on Peacock. I'm one of your hosts, PK. As always, Homer Chris, Sweetie Bones Bryles. Chris is still not grateful. I have achieved gratefulness. However, it is only in the top of the third inning, so we'll see how the gratefulness goes. But guys, it's good to be on with y'all. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's been an incredibly long weekend, dude. I'm exhausted. But I'm super stoked to, join you fine gentlemen as we talk about the Astros, bros. How was your weekend?
It was very interesting. We had a couple medical procedures here in the house, so that kind of threw a monkey wrench to the weekend. But I am back on the podcast, ready to rock. So, anyway, ready to talk about Astros baseball. Definitely, we got the game going on right now. Not to spoil anything, but we are up 2-1. So, if I can predict right now that I would be wrong on Thursday, then I would be very happy about that. So, anyway, PK, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was good. Really uneventful yesterday. I mean, it was awesome. Like, not a single thing was on the books. But today we had volleyball like we do every Sunday. Third place finish today. That kind of wrapped up the summer series for my youngest. And now it's ready for school, man. Ready for the kids to go back to school and all that good stuff. So, yeah, now we get to watch some Astros. We're going for a series win tonight. Need the series win, right? I mean, for a lot of reasons, but the Rangers lost today, so a
There
win
you go.
tonight increases your lead in the division. I think we're at half a game lead right now at the moment. So it'd be nice to have that full game going to San Francisco for three. And but yeah, man, look, let's get into this thing, and let's start on Friday. Friday, Friday. Ronel Blanco and Robbie Ray. So that was your matchup for Friday. Ronel 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, a K, and a home run. Um, I mean, look, you got the win, 6-3. I mean, like Robert Ray doesn't really scare me. I mean, I know he was coming in up to 10-6 coming in, but we've seen this lineup hit Robbie Ray before. And even though you had the win at 6-3, and we're going to get into this from Friday night's game to Saturday night's game. Hopefully, it doesn't happen tonight. But we're back to the runners in scoring position not getting plated. That's where we're at. And we talked about that coming into this series on Thursday. Was can the offense travel? Will the offense travel to the West Coast? So far, not really seeing it. Again, I know we got the win on Friday. That was a Cam show on Friday. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, what's your first takes from Friday night's game? Ronell's outing, and then of course Cam holding down the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say the big thing from that game was Cam Smith. 2 bombs. Hopefully, he's starting to heat up at the right time now. Yeah, I mean, like my thing is Renault Blanco looks, meh. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
The kids
I
say
don't.
mid.
I said meh. That's what I said.
I
Meh.
know, but the kids say
Yeah.
mid. I'm just saying.
Oh well, I'm not a kid. Last time I checked. So, I mean, but again, like your bar for Renel Blanco has to be pretty low. I mean, he's just coming back from Tommy John surgery, so he's missed an entire year. He's had some rehab starts down in the minors, and I mean, so for him, it's just how is he feeling after every start? Same thing with Wesnewski. The difference is Wesnewski has now had multiple really good starts after coming back. I mean, so yeah, but I mean, you pretty much stole my thunder, man. My thing is runners in scoring position. I mean, like when we get into last night's game, that's where it kind of bites you when you look at these batting averages with runners in scoring position, and it's like, man, if we could just get 2 additional hits with runners in scoring position right now we're playing for a sweep. I mean, so that's all I got. Browse, what you got?
Well, first of all, you need to change "not grateful" under Homer, Chris, and just put RISP, just runners in scoring position. Because you're right. I mean, that is. I know that's your favorite stat, but you're 100% right on it. I originally picked this as a loss for the Astros on Friday, but the reason I picked it for a loss on the Astros was because of Blanco, and he definitely tried to lose the game for us. He does not look sharp. He still got a touchdown for an ERA. He gave up 3 runs. All 3 of them were earned. He's got a whole lot of growing pains. He's got to get through, and he's got to get through them very, very quickly if we're going to be using him in this rotation. And with the absence of Arrighetti now, then he's going to have to figure something out sooner rather than later. So that's all I'll say. But yes, the highlight of this game was Cam Smith, man. I'm telling you, I've been giving the outfielders a hard time this entire last like month and a half, because everybody's hitting under 250. We don't have any power. It seems like none of these guys really care to be out there, other than the fact that they're trying to play a little defense, and then you get them to the plate, and you can hope, wish, and pray that they're going to get a hit, because they will maybe once every 5 or 6 times when they're at bat. So anyway, Cam Smith totally flipped that on me. And, he went off in this game. And that is going to be the highlight of the Friday game. He pretty much won that game single-handedly, despite Ronel Blanco coming in there. Now, I do want to say that the bullpen came in after Blanco exited after, I think it was 4.2 innings. 4 innings and 2 outs. So you had Sousa, Blubaugh, Okert, Abreu, and then Hader shutting it down. Those guys came in, gave up 0 runs, and Hader shut the door on them. So, I mean, this was a really, really good outing for our bullpen, not necessarily for starting pitching. And then we had, once again, Cam Smith just bringing us through.
Yeah, Bennett Sousa came in and totally redeemed himself in his one third of an inning. But you're right, Riles, dude. The bullpen had 6 Ks. They pitched. I got to do math now. What is that? 3, 4 and a third. 4 and a third. 4 and a third with 6 Ks and 3 hits. That was your bullpen. And dude, and Brian Abreu, man, he went an inning and a half. Like, it wasn't pretty. Like, it wasn't pretty inning and a half, but he went in an inning and a half scoreless, no hits, 2 Ks, and a walk. Is Abreu on his way back, or is it a lost cause, or just too inconsistent to tell?
I think at this point, I hope he's on his way back. I mean, because right now with the trade deadline passing, you're not going to move him. I mean, so basically, what all Astros fans should be hoping right now is that he's back. We might as well get every ounce of good he's got left in the tank, because I don't think he's going to be a reliever that you're bringing back for next season, whenever next season starts.
Well, he can rescind his application from Dick's Sporting Goods, I'll tell you that. But the one thing I will say is, do not trust him. I know that Crane trusts him, but I have seen this guy the entire season. I've seen the way he's pitching. His arm slot's inconsistent. The way he's pitching is inconsistent. And I think the space between his 2 years are the biggest problem that he's got right now. Right now, he's looking good. And I think Crane kind of pumped him up with saying, like, hey, there's no way we're trading you on the trade deadline. So, but yeah, hopefully that continues. I sincerely hope that he does very, very well as our setup guy. But I got to tell you, man, I don't trust him.
Yeah, I think, Chris, you nailed it. Like, if he's going to come back, he's going to come back on a deal that is not going to be what he can get out on the market, right? So he's gone. But I hope that his inconsistencies have kind of settled out for the rest of the season. I mean, because you're going to need him if you're going to make a run. But Hader comes in, gets his save. But yeah, look, dude, it was a Cam show. It was a Cam show on Friday. That's what you needed to start the series off. And then you move into Saturday. Saturday we had, man, once this page loads, I'll tell you who was pitching.
It was our boy, Lamborghini.
Oh, Lamborghini and Michael King. Good matchup there. Lambert, he gives you the five innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. Walks were his issue on Saturday. Gave up a home run. I mean, this is kind of like it's not as clean of an outing as we've come to see from Lambert, but it's definitely an outing where your starting pitcher went 5 innings and gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. It still gave you an opportunity the entire game to get to Michael King. Your bullpen came in. De Los Santos, 2 innings, no hits, 2 Ks. Brian King comes in. He does an inning, 1 walk, no hits. Both guys don't allow a run. your offense just couldn't do anything. Period. I mean, look, your runners in scoring position percentage was like 400. I think it was like 400 because you're 2 for 6, but you didn't have many opportunities to get guys in position, right? I mean, Michael King's a good pitcher. He goes 6, 3 hits, 1 run, 6 Ks. The bullpen, they did their thing. They had 4 Ks in their 3 innings of work. You had an opportunity in the 9th inning to tie this game off of Mason Miller, who was a freak show, but you couldn't do it. So that's Saturday. What do y'all have for Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, like not a whole lot. I mean, I think Lambert pitched. I mean, even though he wasn't the sharpest that he's been, he did exactly what you wanted him to do. He gave you an opportunity to win, and you couldn't do it offensively because you couldn't get anything going against King outside of the 2 runs as you scored. I mean, so again, bullpen does its job. It's just offense, man. It's on the back of a milk carton right now.
Chris, you nailed it on that game. I mean, it's that's exactly what happened. It's like Lambert didn't exactly have his sharpest stuff, which we've already discussed. But at the same time, he did give you the opportunity to get the win. We scratched across 2 runs against King, but King still wins 6. And you got to keep in mind, San Diego, for what they are, they have their shortcomings as well, which, we took advantage of on Friday. But on Saturday, they showed to their strengths, and their strengths are pitching, which Michael King went 6. And then if you go 7, 8, 9 out of their bullpen, their 7th inning guy with Estrada is unbelievable. Their 8th inning setup guy, Morihone, is unbelievable as well.
He's filthy.
And PK, you already talked about it, man. Mason Miller, that guy is just an unbelievable stud of an athlete pitcher, man. I mean, the guy is a freak show, and I see why he didn't get traded at the trade deadline, but when you're playing the Padres, you've got to have a lead when that starting pitcher gets knocked out. If not, you're going to be in trouble because you're not going to be scoring runs in 7, 8, or 9 unless they are making mistakes. And I tell you, these guys very rarely make mistakes. So I'm going to say the Padres don't have the best starting squad out of everybody, but at the same time, you don't want to mess with their bullpen, and that's what we ran into on Saturday.
Yeah, when your offense isn't showing up, and that bullpen is disgusting. You know, the 7, 8, 9 guys are fantastic. Morihone is disgusting out of the bullpen. He is disgusting out of that. And then Mason Miller, I mean, he's dotting at 102, 101, right? And then his off speed is like, there's no chance.
98.
No chance. Yeah, no chance.
Yeah. Good luck.
Your offense here on this game until the 9th inning came from, I like how Sleeper coined it. It was a summer of Trammell, a Trammell bomb early in the game, and that got you on the board. That tied it up, I think in the second inning. And after that, dude, I mean, it's 3-1 until the 9th inning. Like, that's how close this game was. That's how good your bullpen was doing. De Los Santos's changeup, I don't know if y'all saw it on Saturday, was absolutely filthy. I mean, it was when he's on with his changeup, it's got to be one of the best ones in the game at the moment. But your offense couldn't do anything. Alvarez is 0 for Pena. Pena, dude, he's like in a slump. He's just not crushing what he was doing, 2 weeks ago. He was 0 for 4 on Saturday. Let me see what he did Friday. 0 for 4 on Friday, so he was 0 for 8 going into tonight's game. I don't know.
He's 0 for already.
Is he 0 for already?
Yep. He's 0
yeah, so he's 0 for 10 at the moment. So, I mean, look, dude, the Rangers lose today. We're getting into today's game now real quick. The Rangers lose today. You got a half-game lead. That game and a half that we had, obviously is gone at the moment. So you have to win this series, right? You have to win this series going into San Francisco. You've got 2 of your better pitchers that Braw's about to tell us about going. So let's get into that. Braw's hit me with.
Hold on. Before we go to that, can we not give our boy Dalton Vaulshow his flowers? 2-run bomb tonight.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I know a lot of Houston is
2 hits.
It's still a little sad that we don't have Spencer Arrighetti, but hey, you know what? We got a 2-1 lead right now because of our show. So give the man his flowers.
There's no flowers.
Give it to him.
There's no
you know what, you guys?
I guess thorns.
You know what?
I guess thorns.
PK is not grateful either. Don't let him lie to you.
No, I
I
will
was
give him
grateful
his
until you said
flowers.
that.
I will give him his flowers because I will say this at the very get go, and you can go check the tape. I said that I really did not like that Arrighetti trade for Varsho, but it just worked out that unfortunately Arrighetti got hurt. So if he would have been hurt for us sitting on our IL, he would have been worth absolutely nothing at this point. And Varsho is starting to come through with a little bit of offense for us. So I'm not going to complain about that by any means. And not only that, you got Trammell right now hitting 241. So he's starting to break that magic threshold. He's getting close to the 250. So with Trammell kind of heating up, maybe Varsho starting to heat up, maybe we
Cam
can get
Smith
something
heating
out of.
up.
Cam
We
Smith
may
is
have
definitely heating up.
we may have an outfield of 250, 240, and 230. Watch out. Watch
That's
out.
right.
Might
That's
even
what
have a couple of all-stars in there. Who
That's
knows?
what we're celebrating these days. Let's get to 250.
The bar is so low. Ugh.
But hey, dude, look, Trammell, man, like he's taking full advantage of his opportunity. I mean, he plays a pretty damn good outfield, relatively good at the plate. I mean, he's probably one of the more consistent ones that we've been running out there.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's all you can ask him to do is, hey, we're going to give you every day at bats as long as you continue to produce, and he's doing it. I mean, so you can't complain.
Y'all still
Yeah.
pumped about the Varsho thing because he really has not been good, like really.
Listen, I mean, change the scenery, guy. Maybe this will get him going.
He's not.
Listen, you know what? And you're going to get me spun up, and I know what you're trying to do. And
Dude,
you know what? Screw that.
What?
Let's go.
You stir and leave.
You know what?
Stir the pot and leave.
Y'all act like Arrighetti was freaking the next Hunter Brown. That dude was hot garbage for 2.5 months. You know what? Good. I don't miss him at all.
So,
all right,
let's move on.
Hold on. PK, I got a question for you though. So now that we have Varsho and he's playing center field, is there someone else you would like to see platooning or maybe running around in center field other than Varsho?
That's not the point I'm trying to make at all.
Well, that's
not
what we got.
Maybe not as grateful as I thought. Good job, PK. Way to be true to yourself.
Like, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I don't care that Arrighetti's gone. Yes, it sucks. Like, it does suck because it's Arrighetti and he was homegrown guy and all that stuff. Cool. Right? It sucks. It's baseball. You make a move. Braz, you nailed it. He's hurt. He wouldn't be helping the club out anyway. So at least unfortunately, in the situation, you got a piece back for him. But like people getting all pumped up about Varsho when this trade was made, the dude was like hitting 239 with like 7 home runs this season.
And that was the best average in our outfield at the time.
What I'm saying. He's gonna run into a few hits, is what I'm getting at. He's here for your glove. He's a better bat than Myers. You got him on a freaking rental. You gave up a guy with 3 years of team control. There's a whole
Who's not that good? Who's not that good? Who's not that good?
Well,
end of story.
That's a whole nother
Who's
episode.
not that good?
A whole nother episode. Trade deadline's over.
We're
moving on.
We will revisit this in the
All I'm saying is that you ran into one, bro.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Everybody was bitching when he was 0 for or 1 for 12. Everyone was bitching about it. Well, he hit a home run. What else do you want? There you go. Because of him,
1 for 12.
Because of him, we have 2 runs. Because if not, we'd be losing 1-0. So there you go.
And
if we win this game, we're calling it the Varsho game.
That's fine. Call it the Varsho game.
There you go.
What did I say earlier? We've got to have the lead going into the 7th, man. So if he put us in the lead going into the 7th and it maintains like the way it is, I like it. I'm not complaining.
How many innings does Javier go tonight before Imai comes in? 4 or 5?
Let's see. What are we in the top of the 4th right now? So
I say the 4th will be his last inning.
It's got to be. You don't want him to go through like 2-3 times through that rotation. He'll get smoked after a while.
So really, it'll come down to Imai's rounds through the lineup, right? I mean, that's going to be your thing. That's going to be where you're.
I mean, Javier may go 5. He's at 52 pitches right now, going into the 4th. I mean, so if he has a pretty clean 4th inning, maybe they let him go another inning. But I mean, hell, if Imai looked as good as last time he came out of the bullpen, I'll take it.
No, that's a fact. Let him go 2 innings, 2 full innings, 3 maybe.
Yeah, I'd say
no. You can get it.
3, man.
I mean, if he's cruising, go 3, and maybe you just use 2 pitchers tonight, 2 relievers. Sorry. Imai and Hader. That would be ideal. Like that would be very ideal. So, all right. Now that Chris tried to get me all fired up about Varsho, we can get into San Francisco. Riles, who's pitching the next series?
All right, guys. So we're going to be rolling up the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, up to San Francisco for the next 3 games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've got actually some pretty nice pitching coming up. So Monday, Wisniewski coming in 2-0 with a 3.86 ERA. Look at this guy coming off the IL. I like it. Against Blade Tidwell, 0-0 with a 3.18. I can't tell you I know a whole lot about Blade, and I even tried to do some homework. Still don't know that much about him. So that's your Monday matchup. Tuesday, you got the Diesel Hunter Brown, 3-1 with a 3.53 ERA against Carson Wisenhunt, 2-3 with a 7.25 ERA. Not to put shade on the guy, but I don't know that much about him either. And then Wednesday, you've got both of our favorite pitchers, TBD versus TBD. So that's going to get announced later on. We've got our pitchers for Monday and Tuesday. Gentlemen, who do you like in San Francisco?
Well, I mean, on paper, the Astros should have the advantage. I mean, San Francisco was a team that, I mean, they've been this team for the last 5 years where they go out, they make some big signings and then they underperform, right? I mean, so it's going to come down to the offense. I mean, I'm pretty confident thinking that we'll win the Hunter Brown game, hopefully. I would like to think that Wisniewski continues the role that he's been on. I mean, but like again, he's had 2 good starts. Has he reached that locked in status that he's an automatic win? I don't think he's there yet. But again, it's the Giants. They're really good at underachieving. So I'm going to take the Astros 2-1.
Yeah, I think without knowing who's going to throw Wednesday for us, who would that be?
It could be damn
Okay,
near
so-
anybody. It depends on if MI gets used tonight. I mean, you have no idea. So
Yeah. I like 2-1. I mean, dude, the Giants are not a good team. Like, they're not a good team. I mean, they got Julio Ramos was like their big power bat, right? You can't
Yeah,
play
they
with
just
him.
traded him.
Right, and he's in New York. He's, let's see, Bader, I think, is suspended because he rode a scooter and got hurt.
Yes.
He's
Suspended without pay.
Without pay.
On top of that, he ain't
Without
getting paid either.
Idiot. Adames, I don't think is having a good season. They traded Luis Arias to Philly.
yeah.
Chapman's there. I mean, great defensively. That's it. That's all I know. Patrick Bailey, is he still there, or is he's the one that got traded to Cleveland? The catcher.
I don't know.
He's playing for the Guardians.
Okay, so I don't know about Logan Webb. I know him as a pitcher. He'll go in this series. Maybe he goes Wednesday. I don't know. Overall, dude, the Astros are just better. Chris, it's the same thing, dude. It's will the offense show up in a series that, on paper and on field, you are the better team. Like, period, end of story. Period, end of story. So, Astros have to win. I take the 2-1 Astros in this one, and continue their winning ways. Because after San Francisco, you're home for 3 with Seattle.
So I know that we tend to play down sometimes when we've got a lesser team that we're playing against, i.e., like the Angels or the A's, or it doesn't matter. Like we'll go into Kansas City for whatever reason, should sweep them, and then we go 1-2. But let me break down a little bit more of the stats on top of what you said, PK, because you know what, you're 100% right. These guys were sellers at the deadline. They got rid of basically anything they could sell off short of Logan Webb, and I don't see him on the schedule from what I just read off. I mean, he could be there on Wednesday, but I wouldn't, count on it. So they're basically pulling up a bunch of guys from AAA. In the last 10 games, they are 3-7. Their record right now is 49-69. They are second worst in the NL West. The only reason they are second worst is because Colorado is literally that bad. They are 46-72. So here's the deal. I think we're coming in with Wisniewski. I think we're coming in with Hunter Brown. And you could throw me on the mound in the first inning on Wednesday, and we're still winning that game. I'm taking a sweep right
that's
now for
tough.
the Astros, and we're going to win all three of these. And I think we're going to win them hands down. I don't think this is even going to be really that big of a deal. I mean, might struggle a little bit on Wednesday if they decide to go a bullpen day and then Espada decides to go with the Goon Squad. But in my opinion, I think we win all three of these. Get the brooms out, and then let's head back and go knock around Seattle.
Well, there you have it. Sweep.
I like it.
And then 2-1, 2-1. Let's see. Who do the Rangers have this week? Y'all talk for a minute.
They were playing Baltimore today, and they got absolutely donkey stomped. I'll tell you that. I think it was like 10-2 or something.
10 something, yeah.
Man, I like me a good donkey stomping.
Let's
I like
see
it.
who the Rangers have.
It was 10-5.
Oh,
they
there you
got
go.
two in the ninth.
So they got some garbage time runs. Yeah, I mean, like my thing with San Francisco is, like I said, the only guy that they could have traded to really jumpstart this rebuild would have been Logan Webb. They came out early saying they weren't shopping him, and then they're just handcuffed with all these terrible contracts that they gave out, like Willie Adames. I think he's making like 24 or something like that. Matt Chapman's another one. They overpay for these guys because they go out and they try to sign Arson Judge, and he doesn't exist. So
good call on that, by the way.
I mean they're like, they overcompensate because they go for the big free agents that sign with either the Yankees or they sign with the Dodgers, and then they overpay like the second tier group of free agents. So like their front office is not very. They haven't made they haven't made a handful of good signings in a minute. I mean, so they are basically, I see them kind of what the Astros were in 2009, 2010, where it's like, okay, you got a bunch of terrible contracts that you need to get rid of, pull the plug, go ahead and rebuild, and just, you're not going to hang with the Dodgers right now. So, yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty confident they'll go 2-1, maybe even a sweep, but I would be extremely disappointed if they blew this series.
Yeah, no, I would be pretty pissed. I think disappointing would be like an understatement. So here's what you have for Texas. They have this week. So while you're playing San Francisco, they are in Anaheim for 4, and then they go to this next series doesn't help either. They go to Sacramento, Vegas for the series against the Athletics. So they got some bums. Next 2 series, you got the bums on, starting tomorrow. You got to go handle business there. Seattle was in a pretty good dogfight over the weekend with Minnesota.
Didn't they just fire their GM, or was that another team?
The A's did.
The A's, okay, yeah, but Seattle's right there with them. I mean, they're another team that they. 22, they got swept by the Astros. And then I think it was last season they went decently deep in the playoffs, and they just another team completely underachieved. They threw all their chips in with Naylor. I mean, he's a good ball player. I mean, but like that wouldn't be the guy that I rest my entire my offseason on. I mean, and you got Seattle fans calling for that regime to be replaced. I mean, so you've got 6 games coming up, and I know we'll get more into the Seattle series on Thursday. I mean, but you should at least try to go 4-2 over these next 6 games, on top of hopefully getting the job done tonight.
Well, I said that on this West Coast swing, like, you have to go 4-2 on this West Coast swing. You have to go 4-2, right? 5-1 would be fantastic, but 4-2 is, you have to go that. That needs to be your record leaving San Francisco.
I definitely think that's the minimum. And Chris, you were talking about Seattle, and I think you nailed it, man. It's like, Chris Naylor is not the player that he was last year. Definitely Cal Raleigh is not the player that he was last year. I mean, they've even given up on Castillo and traded him at the deadline. So that pitching staff that everybody's like, oh, their starting rotation is the greatest in all of the American League. Well, it's really not. I hate to tell you that. So Seattle, has drifted significantly. Right now, this season is a fight between the Rangers and the Astros. Seattle, thank you for playing. You were in there for a little bit, but I mean, unless they somehow catch fire, which right now they look like a team defeated. I do not see them, trying to come back and do anything. We need to take advantage of that when we come back here to H-Town. So that's what I'm really hoping we see once they get that. And I'm really excited to see kind of what the pitching rotations look like for both teams and what the matchups end up showing and, all that kind of stuff. But it's between Cal Raleigh and Naylor, there's no way that these guys are going to be able to do anything.
Oh, boy.
Well, so Javier's got a 3-run bomb to Tatis.
Oh, I just saw that. Hit it right in the sun bomb.
Oh, shit.
And then back to Seattle. So, like Brian Wu he is a beast at home. His splits between home and away are just complete ends of the damn spectrum, dude. It's crazy. Cal Raleigh, the fact that he can't hit a ball after hitting 60 bombs last year is unbelievable.
No, he looks terrible. Like,
unbelievable.
Was he on juice? What happened? Did he get off?
What happened was, God dang it, you beat me to it. I was like, man got his Brady Anderson season in. There you go.
That's right. Got his Brady Anderson. Never to be heard from again.
Yes.
Well, look, man, that's going to be it for this episode. Let's get the Astros chasing 2. They just finished the 4th, so we go into the middle innings. Got to get some more runs on the board. Get out of this Padres series win and head on to San Francisco. Because look, if we don't win tonight, Miles sweep has to come through to get that 4-2 West Coast record.
Game ain't over, baby.
Look, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Look, we've been doing this for 3 seasons. Okay. I just want to thank. We have 109 people live viewing right now. At least that's what my ticker says on YouTube. So thank you so much for just continuing to listen to us and chiming in on the chat, man. Like, it's so much fun. We've been very blessed. We're continuing to grow. These last few weeks have been fantastic. So thank you to everybody who listens, who tweets at us on Facebook, on X. So thank you so much, man. But we enjoyed doing this. Thank everyone for tuning in. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your Sunday evening. Have a great start to your week.
Thanks,
I'm
everybody.
PK. Homer Chris, Subi Bones Bryles. And this is the Crawford Chronicles. Let's go, Stros. Get this series win, baby. Hey. Hook 'em horns. It's getting close, Bryles. It's getting close, sir.
Oh, I know, buddy. I'm excited.
Oh, Astros 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. And HHSSHDBD. Appreciate it. You guys have a good one.